At this moment in time, what are the sources of strength and struggle in your life?
Well, I think my strength comes from my wife and my son. It's a really cool motivation when you wake up and, it's 5:30 in the morning and you have a kid and you're walking around with this baby, and it is motivation because you want to make him proud. Now, I want to make myself proud. I want to make my wife proud. I want to make my parents proud. I want to make employees who trust me proud. But for some odd reason, it's like it's the best like pump up music you can imagine when you're like walking around holding a kid and he's just like blah 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 blah, right? And you're just looking at him and you're like, and I get to talk to him like in the morning. I'm like kind of having him, and I almost talk at my problems like therapy, right? Like I'm not sure if actually like he can charge me as a therapist, but it's a good therapist because you're talking at your problems and they're just smiling, right? And for some odd reason, that's a lot of strength. My wife, I've known her since I was 12 years old. I'm very lucky that we have a life together, and she is extremely supportive, both in everything that we do as a family, but when I'm down on myself a lot. And it's tough because you have to put on not a mask, but you have to always be strong and confident in front of your employees. You have to be strong and confident in front of your clients. You have to be strong and confident in front of your the people in the industry who are trying to crush you, right? Like you never get time to just not be strong and confident. So being able to go home and having someone who knows when that happens and who knows how to pull the right levers with you, I mean, that is extremely valuable, and a lot of people don't get when you sit there and you sometimes say my wife has a lot to do with my success, my company's success, and sometimes people just think you're saying that. And it's not the case at all. They don't realize that I might have a staff of 70 people I'm supposed to manage, but at the end of the day, like, who manages me? Who knows how to get the best out of me? And it's absolutely my wife. And that's why, whenever I look at business partners, whenever I look at people to trust, I base a lot of it on the people that they pick to have in their life. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's maybe not the correct or PC response, but the person that you pick in your life to be that support network. I'm not saying a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home husband. I'm saying the person that you pick to live with and the person that you pick as your partner, they have as much of an impact on what that person can do as sometimes I think that person. And especially if I'm going to build a trusting relationship, or I'm going to invest in someone, I'm going to invest my time in someone. I think the first decision that they make, which is the smartest, is who they want to be with, mm-hmm. And to me, sometimes that impacts a lot of what I do, because I just know how helpful it has been for me.
What about the sources of struggle?
My sources of struggle come from wanting to please everybody, and I would say now having so many people come to me for just little things. I struggle with wanting to give back as much as I can and people taking advantage of me. And that's just not just financially, that's time. I mean, I knew, once you sell your company, people see these big numbers and they think, oh, wow. And it's not true, but it's not untrue. But, you struggle with trying to help as many people. Or sometimes there's someone who's been on the grind for a while now trying to make something in their career, and you struggle with how much time do I really give to that person? Like, I care about them as a friend, but how much time can I really give them now to help them get somewhere else? Mm-hmm. And, it sounds selfish, and then you think you're selfish, but you're really not. And I think my biggest struggles come with dealing with all the outside people. Say, hey, I mean, I've known you for 10 years, and I've always rooted for you, and now I need your help. And you're like, well, I can't give you help right now. Right. In fact, I have zero time, and I have to, be held accountable to this company that bought me, and I'm very responsible, and that's what I need to be spending my time, and I can't help you. And I think I personally struggle a lot with that, not being able to have my own time to help people I want. But by doing that, I lose focus from what I need to be doing right now. So that's the thing I struggle with the most, and it's caused me the most struggle. Mm-hmm.